Hi there and welcome to my 31st week of pregnancy. I am now 31 weeks and 3 days pregnant, getting very close to 32 weeks, which means there is only 8 weeks to go. Crazy! It all seems to be coming around really quickly. I've been thinking about next week's my last week at work, and then we go on a week's holiday, and then we're back at home and it will be like the start of my maternity leave. I've been thinking about next week for such a long time. For it to finally be here is a little daunting, to say the least. My due date is the 7th of May. That hasn't changed. Although as soon as I get back from holiday, I am planning to start evicting this baby once I have returned to the country. I will be trying all the old wives' tales to try and make this baby come early. I did the same with Rosalie and she was only a few days early, but I'm glad she didn't go overdue. I will be doing the same again. I may film a video on it as well, so let me know if you do want to know all my tips and tricks to help your baby come early. I will film a video on them. How is baby doing? Baby is 41.1 centimeters long, which is actually really long to think she's curled up in my tummy. That's long. She remains the size of a pumpkin but weighs about 1.5 kilos now. Fat continues to accumulate under her skin and she may gain as much as ½ pound a week from now up until birth. The weight gain will vary from baby to baby. The lanugo is continuing to shed, although some babies that are born prematurely may still have some of this at birth. Even though the lungs are the last of all the organs to develop, baby girl is practicing breathing 30 to 40% of the time. Her bones are busy hardening and preparing to support her body after birth. The adrenal glands, which produce those important hormones called steroids, have doubled in size in the last 10 weeks. Steroids are responsible for the growth and development of sex organs. Maternity clothes, I still need to go up into the loft and get down my holiday maternity wear, because obviously in 2 weeks we'll be going on holiday to some sun. I've just been wearing mainly leggings and jumpers or tights and jumper dresses because it's been quite cold here in England. Yeah, I haven't really ventured into a spring summer wardrobe yet. Rosie was born in August, so I had lots of like summer clothes. I just wore mainly maxi dresses like all the time when I got huge. Obviously I will need some summer clothes to wear on holiday, but I don't think I'll be wearing them when I get back. It's still quite chilly. Stretch marks, I am lucky enough to have not developed any stretch marks yet. I am applying the body butter every single night now. Sleep has been quite good this week, although last night it wasn't. I did have one night this week where I didn't wake up at all. I was obviously really tired. It was after the decorating we'd been doing. Like last night, I haven't been actually getting out to go to the toilet like I did like every night with Rosie. I think my bladder must be more accustomed to holding a lot more these days, but I have still been waking up and like waking up on one side and rolling over and sleeping on the other side. That's kind of, I go from one side to the other pretty much all night. Best moment this week, I had a bit of a drama yesterday which was not so good, but the best thing was finishing the decorating. So we have now painted both Rosalie's and the baby's bedroom, and I have got the carpet cleaned in those rooms, so they are all ready now just for me to sort of hang little bits and, you know, to decorate. So all the main work is done. I just need to start sort of preening really and doing all the little things and yeah, making them look pretty. So I'm still waiting on some furniture for Rosalie's bedroom. We need to buy her a new bed and a new wardrobe. We had a nightmare with that yesterday, so I don't think that's going to be done now, probably until after we get back off holiday, because I'm not going to have time before then to go and order the things we need, and we won't obviously be around to accept delivery. So yeah, I think that will happen when we get back now, but all the main hard stuff has been done, which is a great relief. Miss anything? Being comfortable, like sitting on the end of the bed is not comfortable at all now. I can constantly feel like, I don't know, a kind of crushing sensation on my lungs. I pretty much, to be able to breathe, I have to be laying down, which is, yeah, not good. The thing I find most annoying is the breathlessness and not being able to breathe. Obviously we did the decorating at the weekend, so I was really very busy, more than I normally would be, more active than I normally would be, and I'm definitely paying the price now. Movement, I would say she's still moving around. I didn't notice much movement this weekend, but that's probably because I was really busy and active, so I wasn't sitting down and paying attention. But I've been back at work this week, and I have noticed she's still moving. So she's still there, bless her. I am still getting the odd sort of poke, which is making me go ooh, like I definitely am feeling the need to make noises now when I feel her. Rather than, she still does the normal just moving around, but I do get a few sharp digs to the ribs which make me call out. Gender, it's a girl. Labour signs, no labour signs, although I did feel a heavy pressure in the lower groin area, and I also think I suffered lightning crotch. I've never heard of that before, but one of the other pregnant channel mums, Kate from Kate Plus, if you know her. If you don't, go and have a look at her. She is pregnant too and expecting her 4th baby, so she's an old hat at this, and she was telling me about lightning crotch, and I think I experienced it on Monday. It's just sort of like a sharp shooting pain in that area, and yeah, after the weekend I definitely felt some pains going on down there. Anything making you feel queasy or sick? I have felt quite sick today actually. I don't know what it is. I also felt quite lightheaded, but I haven't been great at taking my iron tablets because we had a really busy weekend. I stayed at my mum's house for most of it so that we could leave the room sort of, you know, in a horrible state, and Rosalie could go to bed at grandma's house, so we left her room sort of like, you know, all messy and half decorated. So I wasn't at home and I have not been taking them, so I do need to get back on taking those because I definitely felt quite lightheaded today. Symptoms, as my bump gets bigger, it's getting more and more difficult to do things, like even simply bending over is a bit of a challenge, and like afterwards I'm like, ow, that hurt. As I said earlier, I've been experiencing this sort of pressure in my lower regions where your womb would be if you were not expecting a baby, because mine is probably the size of my stomach right now. But yeah, that sort of V area, I've been feeling a heavy pressure there, and I'm not sure if it's because I overdid it at the weekend, or maybe baby's got her head down and already is in position. On Monday it was really bad and I literally felt like her head was falling out. So I don't know if she was in position and now she's moved. But yeah, it doesn't seem as bad today. On Monday I felt like I had to keep my legs crossed at all times to avoid her falling out, but now I don't feel like that. Definitely getting more breathless, and even when I'm not doing anything my breathing is quite laboured. It's like but I'm like the unfittest person ever, so that's probably why. But I do find it really embarrassing, like I hate it. Belly button in or out? My belly button is out. My wedding rings are on. I've also had, this is kind of not really a pregnancy symptom, I guess it is kind of, but I've had really dry hands, and some more to do with the fact that I've been decorating, although I do find with increased toilet trips my hands do get drier, but with the decorating over the weekends my hands have been really sore, so I've just put loads of cream on them and they're a bit scaly still. Happy or moody most of the time? I don't know, I've been pretty grumpy today actually. Nick was away at the weekend. I don't know if you follow me on social media and you know that, but he returned and he was pretty hideous, which in turn put me in a bad mood. Generally I'm happy. I'm very happy that the decorating is now done. I'm a bit annoyed about the drama that happened yesterday and the fact that we couldn't get the wardrobes ordered and sorted, so that is a bit annoying, but hopefully when we get back off holiday that will all be done and we can start getting things moving. How I feel, as I said, I'm just so relieved that the decorating is now done and that I can now start to prepare properly for the new baby. The main thing I had to do was get her clothes out of the wardrobe and start putting those into her drawers and things, but I still can't do that because we haven't bought Rosalie's new wardrobe, so Rosalie's clothes are still in the drawers that the baby will have. I mean, it's not really a big deal, it just means that I can't do it for another couple of weeks until after our holiday. But yeah, it's probably a good thing really, because it means I can pack and sort stuff out for holiday and things. Nesting is definitely in full swing. I just want to be sorting stuff out. Now we've done the bedrooms as well. We were thinking of getting a new bed after we have this baby, and now I'm like, ooh, and we were gonna re-wallpaper a wall in our bedroom because I don't like the wallpaper anymore. Yeah, now I'm thinking maybe we should paint the walls as well, but that's obviously more work and a big job. But the other rooms look so nice, it's making me want to do our bedroom as well. And then there's the living room. The list just goes on. I'm looking forward to getting Rosalie's new room set up, and for starting to put the baby's room together. The hard part is done now, so it's just the fun stuff to do. Oh, do you want to see my bump? So here is my big belly. Not sure if you can see any lumps and bumps, but yeah, it's getting quite large now. The belly button is definitely out. If my belly looks a funny orangey colour, it's because my body butter is mango and it leaves like an orange sheen. So that is the end of my 31-week pregnancy update. I hope you've enjoyed seeing how my pregnancy is progressing. I do film these videos every week, and I will do up until the end of my pregnancy, so please do subscribe if you enjoy these, and please do click the little bell next to the subscribe button, and then you'll get a notification every time I post a new video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks, bye!